Judith Maria and welcome to SG Global News. From the chilling story of a 23-year-old Syrian asylum seeker and ISIS extremist who kept smiling after fatally stabbing a 14-year-old child in Austria to the UK Parliament's progressive factions move to abolish daily prayers in House of Commons, we have many stories to cover. A horrific terror attack has shocked Austria. A 23-year-old Syrian asylum seeker stabbed 6 people in the town of Villach, killing a 14-year-old boy. Images of the suspect smiling at the camera after his apprehension have sent chills down the spines of many.
A Syrian asylum seeker went on a deadly stabbing rampage in Villach, southern Austria on Saturday, killing a 14-year-old boy and injuring 5 others. The suspect was reportedly radicalized by the Islamic State. The attack took place near the town's main square at around 4 p.m. local time. A passing delivery driver quickly rammed his car into the attacker, preventing further casualties. During a press briefing, Austrian Interior Minister Gerhard Karner confirmed that the attack was Islamist in nature and linked to ISIS. He emphasized the importance of conducting thorough security checks to ensure public safety. According to the minister, the suspect randomly attacked people near the drawbridge in Villach using a folding knife. A 14-year-old from Carinthia was fatally injured. The other victims include 2 15-year-olds, a 28-year-old, a 32-year-old, and a 36-year-old. Police reported that 3 of the victims remain in intensive care. Authorities later recovered an Islamic State flag from the suspect's apartment. He had also allegedly recorded himself swearing allegiance to ISIS. He has been charged with murder and attempted murder.
As President Trump's crackdown on US aid continues, more reports uncovering various misconducts of US aid are shocking America's political landscape. A recent discovery of a document outlining details about an educational grant given to the notorious Al-Qaeda terrorist Anwar al-Awlaki is now making rounds on social media.
As malfeasance conducted by US aid is being unraveled day by day, new unconfirmed reports indicate that some officials within the department granted funds to the son of Al-Qaeda terrorist Anwar al-Awlaki to attend a college in Colorado. The document circulating on social media platforms like X and Truth Media appears to bear a US aid seal and contains details of the funding provided for al-Awlaki's tuition at Colorado State University. Several users on X also noted that USAID allocated the funds to al-Awlaki without conducting a thorough investigation, as the document suggests that the recipient claimed to be a Yemeni national rather than a US citizen, despite being born in New Mexico. Al-Awlaki, born to Yemeni immigrants, is reported to have spent his childhood in both New Mexico and Yemen. A close confidant of Osama bin Laden and one of the masterminds behind the deadly 2009 Fort Hood shooting, he was slain in a drone strike ordered by then-President Barack Obama in 2011. Even though al-Awlaki wasn't linked to any terrorist activities during that period, the funds were granted. An NSA report published in 2015 pointed out several security breaches in the 1990 USAID document, including the wrongful listing of Sana'a, the Yemeni capital, as the recipient's birthplace. After his graduation in 1992, al-Awlaki worked as a Muslim cleric in cities such as Denver and San Diego before permanently relocating to Yemen in 2004. A 9/11 investigation inquiry published in 2004 indicated that al-Awlaki acted as a spiritual guide to Muhammad Atta, one of the 19 hijackers involved in the 9/11 attacks.
Wales' iconic landmark, St. Mary's Church in Swansea, received the minister title. The declaration of the minister underscores the church's importance to the city. The church, which survived the Nazis' 3-day blitz of the city in the World War II, was rebuilt in the 1950s. St. Mary's Church in Swansea became Wales' first minster in a special service on February 16th. This iconic landmark, which has long been home to Swansea's civic services, was destroyed during the Nazis' 3-day blitz of the city in World War II and was rebuilt in the 1950s. The church is now being designated as Swansea Minster, a title given to a large or significant church in an urban area that serves the civic community and hosts a college of chaplains dedicated to serving the local population. The declaration of minister underscores the church's importance to the city. Reflecting on the joyful occasion, the vicar of St. Mary's, Reverend Justin Davis, said, "There has been a buzz around the city since the announcement was made, and people are genuinely pleased that the church is being recognized for what it is and where it stands." It's also seen as a boost to the city. Many city centers are now facing challenges, and Swansea is one of them. So having something positive happening in the heart of Swansea as part of a broader regeneration funded by the city and county of Swansea is a really good thing. The service featured a music composed by Sir Carl Jenkins, with the former Archbishop of Canterbury, Dr. Rowan Williams, delivering the sermon. This Jubilee year, the faithful of Manila will walk with their shepherd, Archbishop Jose Cardinal Advincula, to advocate for the sanctity and importance of life from the conception to natural death. This year's annual pro-life event incorporates the Jubilee year's theme with the pro-life message, aiming to spread hope during the time when family and life face numerous threats.
Manila Archbishop Jose Cardinal Advincula has urged the faithful to join the annual pro-life event Walk for Life, Walk for Hope, set to take place on Sunday, February 23, 2025. Quote, "As we constantly face numerous threats on the family and life, especially concerning social policies and models, this Jubilee year is an opportune time to confirm our commitment as pilgrims of hope, advocating the sanctity and importance of life from conception to natural death," end quote, Archbishop Advincula wrote in a circular released by the Archdiocese. The event is organized in partnership with the Manila Cathedral and Radio Veritas. The 2-kilometer walk to the Manila Cathedral will end with a short program and Holy Mass presided over by Archbishop Advincula. The annual pro-life event started in 2017 to support, promote, and protect the sanctity of life and the dignity of every individual and encourage a culture of life as opposed to a culture of death. A building belonging to the Legionaries of Christ community in Cumming, Georgia, was destroyed by a lightning strike during the severe storms on early Sunday morning. Before the collapse of the structure, 4 priests who were present during the lightning managed to escape the building. A GoFundMe page has been set up by the local diocese to help with the expense for the renovation of the congregation's building. The home of the Legionaries of Christ community in Cumming, Georgia, was destroyed by a lightning strike during severe storms on the early morning of Sunday, February 16th. The 4 priests who were in the house escaped safely before the fire completely burned it down. Most of the community's 12 priests and Regnum Christi Mission Corps missionaries were away working apostolically in different locations when the incident occurred. Despite the Forsyth County Fire Department's dedicated efforts, the fire drew out of control, burning the house down into ashes. A GoFundMe account has been created to help with the expenses the community is facing rebuilding the home. Regnum Christi is a spiritual family and an apostolic body in the Catholic Church that is made up of the Legionaries of Christ, consecrated women of Regnum Christi, the lay consecrated men of Regnum Christi, and lay members from all walks of life. There are 3,849 lay members, 80 consecrated women, 213 Legionaries of Christ, and 4 lay consecrated men in North America. 70 seminarians have begun their journey to priesthood at St. Anthony's Major Seminary in Malawi. The seminary, taken over by the U.S. province of the Society of St. Sulpice in 2018, has been at the forefront for the formation of diocesan priests in the country. Over the years, the number of seminarians joining the seminary has shown a steady increase. Nearly 13 decades after the arrival of the first Catholic missionaries in the country, Malawi, a landlocked country of southeastern Africa, continues to witness a rise in vocations to priesthood. One of the least developed countries in the world, Malawi boasts a significant Christian population of approximately 77.3%. This year, 70 seminarians have begun their journey to priesthood at St. Anthony Major Seminary in Malawi. St. Anthony Major Seminary in Kachabere was taken over by the United States province of the Society of St. Sulpice. Cardinal Filoni, prefect of the Congregation for the Evangelization of Peoples, and Archbishop Murat, nuncio of Zambia and Malawi, invited the Sulpician priests to take responsibility of the seminary, upon which they took upon themselves the priestly formation of its seminarians beginning February 2018. In 2023, 33 seminarians of the diocese received cassocks, ushering in the new phase of their priestly formation. This vocation boom has been consistent in Malawi and throughout many African nations. The world's largest largest Catholic seminary in the world is Begard Memorial Seminary in Enugu in Nigeria, where the enrollment was 1,002 years ago.
A few progressive members of the UK Parliament have introduced a formal call to abolish daily prayers in the House of Commons. The centuries-old tradition of daily prayers dates back to 1558. Labour MP Neil Duncan Jordan has led this effort by submitting an early day motion. Progressive members of the UK Parliament have formally called for the abolition of the centuries-old tradition of daily prayers in the House of Commons. According to these members, saying prayers is incompatible with a society that values the principle of freedom of and from religion. Neil Duncan Jordan, the Labour MP, has spearheaded the petition by submitting an early day motion and writing to the Commons Modernisation Committee, requesting the removal of prayers from the formal sessions. The MP was quoted as saying, "Having prayers at the beginning of the day feels like an outdated and outmoded practice. In a modern working place, it doesn't make a lot of sense." Since 1558, Parliament has opened with prayers, with the current practice introduced during the reign of King Charles II. Sittings in the both House of Commons and House of Lords begin with Anglican prayers. The petition has gained support from 3 Labour MPs, 3 Liberal Democrats, 2 Green MPs and 1 from the Scottish National Party, bringing the total number of signatories to 8 so far. Megan Manso, head of campaigns for the secular group, stated, "Religious worship is for individuals who choose it. It certainly shouldn't be part of the Parliament's official business, which MPs must attend if they wish to guarantee a seat." In 2019, a similar notion on this topic attracted 15 signatories. Speaker Sir Lindsay Hoyle has previously told the group there is no harm in a moment's private reflection for members before they begin Chamber's business. That's all for today. Until we meet again, God bless you and thank you.